Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I am at the 13th Monetize Talks in Beverly Hills, California. David Rivera puts on an amazing event once a month, and my guest today is Albert. Albert, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, let me tell you. So David said, you got to get Albert on the show. You got to get Albert on the show. And I'm like, all right, David, if you said I got to get Albert on this show, I'm in. So first off, is this the first event you've been to like this for that David's thrown, or have you been to others for Monetize Talks?
No, I actually spoke at his first event.
Oh man, so
I was a keynote for his first event.
the growth, like what do you, I came in probably about the 10th event. Like talk to me from a first event to now, like talk to me about your experience.
Well, I met David. By the way, David's a great guy.
Yeah.
And I respect him a lot, but I met him when he had no followers. I think he had like one follower when I met him.
Oh man, were you his first follower? Come on,
He
man.
got him followers, yeah.
That's awesome.
I did get him a lot of followers. What I did is I had a party here. So like 5-6 years ago, I started having like parties
Yeah.
for my masterminds for my driven masterminds. And I would come here and have the parties in this house, like Brenda's house and have some parties, my birthday parties, things like that. And that's how I met David. And then he told me, hey, I'm Ty Lopez's friend. I'm like, well, I know Ty Lopez too.
Yeah.
So that's how I met him. And then I told David, hey, how come you don't like grow your personal brand? And he's like, I should grow my personal brand. And then he should grow your personal brand. Yeah.
Love that. That's
And
great.
right still we're like, 12, 13 events later. Yeah.
That's a great story. And so talk a little bit about what you've seen tonight, because it's something special. And for those that are newer to this particular series of me covering the Monetize Talks, this event happens once a month in Beverly Hills, monetizetalks.com, so you can see tickets, all that other good stuff. But talk about a little bit about what you saw tonight.
The thing that I'm the most proud of is because that I saw one of my guys, one of my leaders,
Casey.
shine. Yeah. So Casey Cox. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's one of my mentees, one of my students. I'm his mentor. He joined our driven company.
Yes.
And I'm used to we've been having the driven event for 9 years. So we've been having the big
For 9 years.
Yeah, we've been doing Grant Cardone.
Yeah, I just was out to his headquarters and I covered I cover content for Cardone Foundation, their foundation, and I cover a bunch of stuff. So yeah.
So Grant was my mentor 11 years ago.
Oh, very nice.
He had his first 10X conference or 10X seminar in Cancun, 35 people. I was one of those 35 people.
Get out of here. That's awesome. You're old school, man.
Oh, super old school. So out of the 35 people, only one person went on to create big things. That's me. All the 34 people didn't do anything. So the next year he started he said, I'm going to do a bigger conference. He did it. And I asked Grant, hey, Grant, can I speak on stage? I'm like, your best mentee. I paid you a lot of money. I hired you as a coach. And he said, nah, you got to make $1 million.
Yeah.
And I said,
he was like, go get it.
I made $1 million. I come back and I'm like, hey, Grant, I made $1 million. And he's like, nah, man, you got to make millions. Yeah. Come back next year. Hey, Grant, I made over 2 million. I made millions. And he's like, nah. I'm like, what's going on? And he said, something that changed my life. He said, hey, Albert, you don't have an audience. You don't have any followers. You're nobody. You don't sell tickets. Nobody's going to pay. So even though you make money, these influencers, YouTubers that make no money, that are broke, and you make more money than them, they sell more tickets. And then I realized, damn, I can make money and I could have a small business that makes $2 million a year, but I can't sell tickets.
Wow.
I don't have a brand.
Wow.
So then I said, you know what? I said, Grant, fuck this shit. I'm going to start my own event. I'm going to create my own stage. So I created the Driven stage. Yeah, I started Driven Enterprises. I created the Driven event. And I said I had the first Driven conference 9 years ago. Now we're going on 9th year of Driven conference.
Yeah.
I created my own stage because he wouldn't allow me to speak on his stage. So I said, I only need one person to believe in me, and that's me. So I'm gonna do it on my own. And I said, if Grant started his first big conference in 3 months, I could do it in 3 months. So we had our first event. We planned it in 3 months. We had at the Ritz-Carlton downtown LA, and boom, from there we never looked back.
Tell me more about the event, Driven Events.
So during the event, we had John Maxwell, Les Brown, Grant Cardone spoke there the first 2 events. We had David Goggins, Patrick with David, Adam Milet, Andy Frisella,
These are the heavyweights. You bring it.
Ty Lopez, Jesse Itzler. I can go on and on. Everybody has been on at the Driven event. So if a little Mexican like me,
Yeah.
that nobody thought could make it, former ESL students, special ed students, if I'm able to do it, anybody can do it. So I think one of the things that I'm most proud of is that if a Latino like me, like Mexican, can make it, I want to be an example to all my Latino community out there. And not only Latinos, but the minorities.
For sure.
All minorities, immigrants, you guys can also have Ferraris, Rolls Royces, even Bel Air, and live your dream life. You don't have to be a certain color. Have you ever driven private, flown private?
Only once, man. I want to do it more. I'm like, you invite me in your jet. Go rest. Come on, man. That's what I'm saying. Podcasting on a jet. Come on. Put some comments in there if you want to see me podcast on a jet. Maybe Albert's going to take me on. Come on.
But my parents told me this is not for us. And I said, you know what? It is for us. Watch. So if I did it, anybody that's watching this, you guys can do it. I've always had an accent. My first language was Spanish. I didn't learn English till I was 7.
Yeah.
I still have an accent. But you know what? I don't care what people think. I'm still going to win.
Yeah. What do you think were some of those things that helped you get through that rejection first off? Because you're first off, you're not picking on you, Grant, whatever, or pick on Grant. Grant doesn't care. What helped you continue on? Yeah, after you're told no, and then you create your own event. What was that thing?
I was very motivated because I feel like my family members were the biggest haters.
Oh, okay.
I'm the family member that changed the family tree.
Wow.
And they would always make fun of me. My closest family members, friends, they would all get college degrees, make 60 grand salary a year, and they would say oh, Albert is a dumb kid because he couldn't graduate from college dropout, 1.8 GPA in high school.
Wow.
Albert is the dumb kid. And I said, you know what? That motivated me so much to prove them wrong. And I said, one day I'm going to be very successful. And I'm just gonna show with my results. And one time I remember I'm with my friend, his name is Felipe, and we're at IHOP. And we're hungover. We went out, we drank, we went out, partied, but we're broke. And I'm like, man. And then next day again. I'm like, Felipe, why are we always hungover, broke, eating pancakes here at IHOP with no money? But I always see the same guy, and I see another guy, same people, with different chicks, hot chicks, dream girls, and they have a Rolex, they have a Mercedes, BMW, but the nice ones, S-Class, 7 Series. I'm like, why are they driving that car, that watch, and
why you're sitting there eating your pancakes? That was burning in you, right?
Because the guy's hungover, but he has a fucking Rolex and a BMW and a hot chick, and I'm like, Felipe, me and you are like, dude, come on.
I love that his name's Felipe, by the way.
It's not Felipe. Felipe, you're watching it. So I go up to a guy one time and I'm like, dude, what are you guys, what am I doing?
What are you doing?
What do you do for work? And he's like, I do real estate. And I'm like, real estate? How do I get into that? He's like, just get your real estate license, takes 3 months, and start selling real estate. So that's when I discovered if you want to change your life, you got to learn how to sell. And that's why today I was so proud that now I see my people under me, they're winning. They have their dream car, their dream house. They're 24 and they're making more money than ever.
He's yelling it, man. He's talking about the work he's done and how you guys are building power.
I saw myself at 24 and I'm like, damn, dude.
I love but don't you love how he talks about, I was 19 then, and then now he talks about 24 like he's so old. I love when he does that. He's like, and now I'm 24, and I'm looking at him like, man.
Yes. But more. I love it. More than my success is seeing my people win. That's real success. When you see people that are winning under you, that's real success. Yeah.
That's awesome. So I want you to talk about the vision going forward for power events, for everything else that you're doing. Talk about the vision going forward.
So the vision is to
driven events. I said it wrong. I said power events, driven events.
Driven events. Yeah. So the driven event, our mission is to change 1 billion lives. If I can change 1 billion lives, I think I'll leave a big legacy. People will remember me for centuries. And I'll leave something in this earth past my lifetime. So for me, not only do I want to be the biggest influence for the Latino community, but I also want to change 1 billion lives worldwide, global. So Driven is going to be the next Virgin. When you think about airlines, you think about who's the founder CEO of Delta? Do you know?
No.
American Airlines?
No,
Spirit?
I don't follow that yet. I'm following.
Well, have you heard about Virgin Airlines?
Oh yeah, everybody knows who that is. Richard Branson. Yeah.
There you go.
There you go.
So that's what we're creating with Driven. Driven is a new Virgin, and that's our new vision.
Amazing. So Albert, if somebody wants to follow, I want you to look in the camera. If somebody wants to follow, learn more about Driven events, follow you, learn more about the ecosystem you have, how do they do that?
Just Google me, Albert Preciado. Albert Preciado, Google me.
Fantastic. So for everybody watching, just so you know, if this is your first time tuning in, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. Each and every day, we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way in your journey as well. So again, hit that subscribe or follow button. And Albert, man, thanks for making some time
Thank you,
for us.
brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you.